Hi everyone, it's Shannon and welcome to today's video. So today's video, I'm finally able to talk about the brand new releases from Charlotte Tilbury. So she's coming out with 2 face palettes and 4 new shades of lipstick. I received in PR 1 of the face palettes, and then I received 2 shades of the lipstick. So the lipsticks, there's going to be 2 in the Matte Revolution and 2 in the Kissing formula. I received 1 of each. So I'll talk about which ones I received and I will try them on. But yes, I received these. So by the time this goes up, that's when the embargo has lifted. I probably received it a little over a week before the embargo, but I had to sign an NDA and we couldn't, anybody that received it and signed the NDA wasn't able to talk about it. However, it was released on Harrods early, so a lot of people in the UK, so my video I know is not going to be the first one to go up, but hopefully I've tried, because I got a little bit of time to play with this and also compare. I'm gonna give you my thoughts, and then I also have some comparisons, especially with the blush. So let's get into it. Okay, so first up, let's talk about the face palette. So it is called the Charlotte's Beauty Soulmates face palette. It's coming in 2 shades. One is going to be the pink, and then one is peach. So it's called Flawless Pink and Flawless Peach. This is obviously the box, and then I received the pink one. Now, this is not like the little blush ones that they had last time, where the pink one was kind of for light skin tones and the peach one was for deeper skin tones because of the highlighter. I had both, but I'll be comparing this. These were limited edition, but they're still available. I think they're great. I love the packaging. They're very compact. I love that. I think they're like $29. So you get a blush and a highlighter, and the highlighter is very similar to the Pillow Talk highlighter. So the peach one is more for warmer tones. However, it's not necessarily just for deeper tones. They're supposed to be both universally flattering. I didn't receive it, so I can't compare. However, I know people were advertising, Trend Mood put that it was a highlighter. It's not a highlighter. I even put on there, it is not a highlighter. It is the AIRbrush Flawless Setting Powder in with a pink tint, and then the peach one has a peach tint. So it's the pink one. I'm thrilled to have this in a pressed powder. I love the AIRbrush Flawless pressed powder, setting powder, but it's never been in a pink. I really wish it had been a separate product rather than this. However, I'm glad it's not a highlighter, to be honest, because I didn't need another highlighter. The packaging, now a lot of people were saying it is a little juvenile, especially that it's not for Valentine's Day. We'll say that. When we talked about the Beautifying Eye Trends, the palettes, a lot of people thought they were cheap. I love them because they were thin, they were clear. This one is really thick. So if you compare it to this one, you've got this jewel, which is really pretty. It's really pretty, but it's very bulky. So I'm considering purchasing the peach one. If it was on something like this, I would have purchased it. I would purchase it, no problem. This is just very, very bulky. This is not gonna be easy to travel with. I won't travel with it. And it's just really bulky. However, as far as luxury and how it feels, it's really hefty. So if you are one that really likes that luxury feel, that, it feels hefty, then this is going to give you that. Personally, I would like compact, maybe less of a luxury feel, but easy to travel with, easy to store. That's just me. So, I don't necessarily hate the heart. It's not, to me, in person, it doesn't look juvenile. It doesn't feel juvenile. I've seen those products where they do feel like, I don't feel like it gives that, but I can see it. To me, it's more about it just being bulky, and then this jewel here, it's pretty, but it kind of is bulky. So that's my 2 cents about the packaging. Okay, so let's get into the description of the product. Here's a description. It says, on one half is the AIRbrush Flawless Finish infused with universally flattering color pigments to conceal the appearance of dark under eye circles and redness for a soft, even looking finish. The light reflecting particles diffuse light for youthful looking skin that is mattified without looking flat. Again, I've talked about the setting powder. I love it. It's one of my favorites. The perfectly matched second half is the Pillow Talk Love Blush in gorgeous pink and peach shades designed to complement the color pigments of the Awakening AIRbrush Flawless Finish. So again, and I tend to like more peach shades. While I do like a pink blush, I have used a peach blush as well, especially if I have more dark circles. So, yeah, I think, let me get a brush. I would need to do a brush for the under eyes. I did set my powder as well, my foundation as well, but I'm gonna try the blush. Now, before we do that, I wanna show you the swatches because there are two very similar blushes. The shade in this one, this was the Hollywood Blush and Glow Glide that I just showed you. It had the highlighter in this. This one is still available. This will be the second shade that I show in the swatches. And then also, and that is still available. Then we also have the Pillow Talk Beautifying Face Palette. This was a palette that came out a couple years ago. This is the blush I compare to. They're very similar. So if you have either of these, just know that you're going to be getting pretty much the same color blush. So here it is in Natural Sunlight. You'll see here the first two are definitely very similar. I think they're very similar in tone, in, you know, as far as like, they're both pretty matte. The last one is the one from the Beautifying Face Palette. That one has a little bit more of a sheen to it, and it's a little bit of a different undertone, but at the same time, are you going to notice the difference on your cheek? I don't think so. As soon as I saw this, I thought, wow, these are pretty much the same blushes. Are they the same blushes? No, they do feel different, and then when you really look up close, they are different. So they're not the exact shade, like she didn't just repackage it, but it's very subtle, and once it's diffused on your face, are you gonna notice? Probably not. So I would say is if you have this one, you definitely don't need this unless you really want that pink powder. And then if you have this, the same thing, you're not going to. So it's really more of like, you're getting it for the pink powder. I don't have the prices yet in US dollars. It says it's like $49 or 49 pounds. So I think that is $55. Somebody posted that it was $60 US. My calculation is that it's 55, but say it's gonna be somewhere between 55 and 60. So, but let's go ahead and try this baby on. Okay, first up, I'm going to use the AIRbrush Flawless setting powder with the pink. I use the Sigma Soft Blend 40 brush. I love this brush for under my eyes. So I'm gonna take this and just kind of pat it here and then put that under my eyes. So I'm not gonna do too much, but it should be a brightening color underneath the eyes. So actually I do see a little bit of a difference. I did already powder my eyes, but you can kind of see here. So I do like this powder under my eyes. I usually use the brightening powder, which is also nice, but I do like this powder. So, you know, that is it on that side, and now I'll go with the other side as well. And then now we're gonna use the blush, and I'm expecting to like it. You know, I like Charlotte Tilbury blushes. It's more, I think with this palette, it is more of, do you want the powder? And do you want like a pink blush with it, right? Like that's like, or do you want a peach, you know, AIRbrush Flawless powder? The blush goes on really nice, actually really nicely pigmented. You know, I think it's like a good amount of pigment where you can build it up, but it's not too much. Yeah, so, but it's really pretty. And then let's take a little bit of the AIRbrush powder. I'm just gonna see if I can diffuse it a little bit. Yeah, so kind of pat it on there, kind of diffuse it a little bit, but that is the pink, what is it? The Flawless Pink Beauty Soulmates. All these names, man, just too much. Okay, and next up are the new lipsticks. So I have two of them, like I mentioned. These are the Pillow Talk Love Effect lipstick. So let's talk about the packaging. The packaging is very similar. So this is my original Pillow Talk. This is the new packaging, and it's pretty much the same, except it has these jewels on top. And even though that's a subtle, I don't mind the jewels on this, because one, it will help me when I'm looking for a lipstick. I know I'm gonna have two of them, and I can just like, okay, one of these is gonna be the one that I'm looking for. So I really like that. And they, like I mentioned, there is 4 new shades, and you have the Kissing formula and 2 in the Matte Revolution formula. Now the Matte Revolution formula is my favorite formula, like in any lipstick. Kissing is great if I'm looking for a satin, maybe not a matte. Pillow Talk is in the Matte Revolution formula, and that's going to be important in a second. So it states, Charlotte's 4 new limited edition Pillow Talk Love Effect lipsticks are like tubes of kisses, inspired by the effects of being naughty, of daydreaming, of kissing, of just bitten lips. Charlotte has innovated a beauty wardrobe of universally flattering hues that everyone will love. Plus, the collectible lipstick cases are adorned with the most beautiful light reflecting pink jewel hearts that embody love to make everybody feel special. Okay, so the shades that are available in the Kissing formula are going to be Naughty Talk, which is a neutral nude glow for lips that dare, and then Kiss Talk, which is a fresh dewy pink glow for a natural just kissed look. The I received Naughty Talk, and that was the one I just showed you, and then Kiss Talk is like a cool toned pink. I was originally thinking about maybe getting the other 2. I'm actually thinking about getting the rest of the collection when it does go on sale. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get that because I really don't wear cool tone pinks, and since I'm not gonna get it early for a video, do I want to spend the money on doing that? And I think I'm probably, I don't know, it's 50-50 at this point. It just depends. Also, when they go on sale, I will be on a cruise, so it's not like I'm going to be trying to get it and get a video up. So, and then the 2 that are available in the Matte Revolution are Dream Talk, a muted deep mauve for the dreamy tint of gently kissed lips, and then Love Talk, a strawberry red for deliciously kissable lips. So I received Love Talk. So I am going to try both of them on, but before I do, here are some swatches in natural sunlight compared to the 2 most similar shades. So first up, you see Pillow Talk. That is the Matte Revolution formula. That's the original Pillow Talk. The second one is Naughty Talk, and that is in the Kissing formula. They're very, very close as far as the tone. Obviously, with the different formulas, they're gonna look different, but if you've always liked the shade Pillow Talk, but didn't like the Matte Revolution formula, or maybe you like more of a satin formula, then you will like Naughty Talk. Naughty Talk to me is basically Pillow Talk in the Kissing formula. Then you have the next one, which is Love Talk. This is the strawberry red for deliciously kissable lips. And then the second one next to it, that is the Mark of a Kiss. Both of these are the Matte Revolution formula. Mark of a Kiss is my favorite from the red that came out last year. That's my favorite. It's honestly my favorite red ever. This one is very similar. The tone is different, but as far as of those 5 reds, they are the closest. This one it's not so much red, it's a little bit more berry than red, but it's still very close. So if you are one that doesn't wear very bold lipsticks often, and you have Mark of a Kiss, then you're probably gonna wanna skip this. However, if you always love bold lips and you wear them a lot, like I wear nude lipsticks, then it might be one you wanna try, because it is subtly different, but it's not like just like the other 2 where Pillow Talk and Naughty Talk are basically the same shade but in different formulas. These are different, but on the lips, are you really going to be able to tell the difference? Probably not. So let me get into it. Let's try Naughty Talk first, because it's one, it's the Kissing formula, which is easier to get off, and then 2, it is the lighter one. So let me do this one first. Okay, so I did have like a little bit of lip gloss, and I took that off before I applied this. This is Naughty Talk. Yeah, it is very similar. So this is Naughty Talk, and this is very, very similar to me. It feels very, very much like Pillow Talk in the Kissing formula. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a wipe and I'm gonna take it off the bottom, and let me go ahead, try it here, and let me put on Pillow Talk on the bottom so you can compare the 2 shades on actual lips. It would probably be better doing it half and half, but I'm really bad at right now. I've tried that before and it never looks right. So the top is the Naughty Talk, and then the bottom one is Pillow Talk. Again, this one's matte, this one's satin, but the tone is very similar. I mean, it's almost the exact same. So it's gonna look different on the lips because it's matte and then shiny, but it's the same shade. So I love that. I actually love that because I've been kind of wondering. And then they did come out with the Icon Baby, which I thought was very similar, but it had like the glitter. I actually love that. That's like one of my favorite shades, but a lot of people didn't like it. So to me, it didn't. I liked it, but a lot of people didn't. But yeah, so that's gonna be Naughty Talk, Pillow Talk. Love it. Okay, and this is Love Talk. So again, it's like a strawberry. I really like this. I feel like this is a warm tone. Don't quote me on that, but it feels like, because I tend to like warm. This one I really like. Again, it's very similar to Mark of a Kiss, so it makes sense that I like this one because it is very similar. However, to me, it's just not as deep of a red. It's like just kind of like one notch below. So I'm very happy with the 2 shades they sent me. The other 2 shades, I think would be ones that I would try on and then probably would sit in my drawer or in my makeup bag and never, you know, see the light of day again until I did like another swatching video. So the 2 shades they sent me were the 2 shades that are probably the most flattering and the most that I will like myself. But this is Love Talk. So what do you think? Okay, so that is it for the new release from Charlotte Tilbury. Again, I really like this. I think it's really pretty. Not a fan of the packaging just because it's bulky and I don't like bulky packaging. However, if you like luxury packaging and you want something to feel hefty in your hands, this has got that. This has definitely got that. And but again, if you have the Pillow Talk palette, or you have this little duo, then the blush is going to be the same, especially this one. So you know, the other one I have here is this one. This is the peach one that I liked, but this highlighter is too dark for me. So I kind of wish they had just come out with that in this, but I'm probably alone in that. But it's pretty, and you know, will I purchase the peach one? I don't know. $55, $60, whichever one it is still pretty expensive. You know, I've got the powder in pink, which is pretty much what I would use anyway. So I don't know if I'm thinking like, do I want to spend the $60 on a peach blush? Probably not. Plus this is bulky. So there's that. I do like the blush though. Blush is really pretty. I think it's very flattering. It's kind of more of a neutral, so it's not too warm, not too cool. It's kind of in between. So I do like it. I am wearing the Pillow Talk Eyes to Mesmerize as well, and the Exaggerize mascara, just in case anybody asks, because I always forget to post it. The lipsticks I love though. The lipsticks, especially the 2 that I got. I love having a Pillow Talk in Kissing Formula, which is basically Naughty Talk. And then this one I really like. Like, I was planning on taking this off to finish the end. I really like it. I really like it. So it's probably crooked because I didn't use a liner, but I really like this one. So they're limited edition. Usually the lipsticks run out, like they do sell out at some point. So those, it's like this one was a little limited edition, but it's still available. The lipsticks do tend to sell out. Maybe not right away, but eventually. And Naughty Talk, I think, will be the first one to sell out, in my opinion. So anyway, with that, if you like, oh, also I do have a code. I'll post it right here. I forgot it. It's brand new. They gave me a new one. So if you want to purchase from Charlotte Tilbury, it's 15% off your first order. You can post it here. And if you don't, there are affiliate links down below if you want to use them. Helps my channel. If not, that's fine too. So with that, if you like this video, click like, click and subscribe. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. Bye everyone.